Since we were kids, our lives have always been entertained with mythical creatures that we liked, feared, or didn't care about until we eventually grew out of and realized they're all made up. But have you ever wondered what kind of mythical creatures do other cultures have? Well, here are some of the most common ones in the Middle East. The phoenix, or what I'd like to call the Jesus of birds, is one of the most popular mythical creatures, even Dumbledore owned one, which is known for burning to ashes upon dying and then rising from the same ashes younger, stronger, and would live for hundreds of years before the cycle restarts for eternity. Never mind, he's more badass. Zurich, the hair-covered monkey-like creature, is known to shapeshift to a beautiful woman that lures men to follow her only so she can kill them. The Nas is a creature that is commonly popular in the Arab folklore and was mentioned in The 1001 Nights. The myth states that it was the offspring of a devil and a human, and it could kill anyone just by touching them. It supposedly has half a head, half a body, one leg, and one arm. Al-Mirage. This one-horned rabbit-like mythical creature was widely mentioned in the medieval Arabic and Greek mythology. The not-so-cute yellow bunny was said to have been gifted to Alexander the Great after defeating a dragon on an island in the Indian Ocean, which supposedly is its habitat. The Rock. Well, we're not talking about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson here, even though he could fit the description if he had wings. However, The Rock is mentioned in Sinbad the Sailor and 1001 Nights' famous tales. The gigantic bird was said to have the ability to carry elephants and rhinos to feed on them later. The mythical bird's tales were extended to the West later on, as it was mentioned by the well-known merchant Marco Polo. Shad Havar. The legendary creature has one horn with 72 hollow branches in which wind blows through them to create musical rhythms that attract animals from different directions. The Boogeyman. Whether you were generally a good or a bad kid, you probably obeyed your parents blindly just to avoid an interaction with this frightening creature. And so did, and does, every kid in the Middle East. What distinguishes this mythical monster from the others is its non-mutual appearance, which varies depending on the household, and even on the creature it's presented in. However, it's usually framed as a giant monster with a lot of hair covering its body, with hooves instead of feet and no eyeballs. The Ghoul. You probably heard of this one too. The big ugly monster was very known amongst the Middle East region and is probably one of the oldest mythological creatures as well. In the pre-Islamic era 1500 to 2000 years ago, many Arabs avoided traveling in fear of crossing paths with this beast. Bahamut is a monster that lies deep below, sustaining the support structure that holds up the earth. The whale-like creature is suspended in water for its own stability and carries a cosmic bull, which also carries an angel that is carrying the earth on its shoulders. Faklak. Faklak is a giant serpent that resides below Bahamut, the giant fish mentioned earlier which carries the rest of the universe including the 6 hells, the earths, and the heavens. Faklak themselves resides in the 7th hell, below everything else, and is said to be so powerful that only its fear of the greater power of God prevents it from swallowing all the creation above. Fun fact, Faklak in Arabic today means astronomy. The Genie, or the Jinn. Yeah, the same guy you will wish for infinite wishes when meeting. Although it was widely misinterpreted as a creation of Disney, genie is an Arabic word that means a supernatural spirit below the level of angels and devils that could possess humans, and is still widely believed to exist in the Islamic belief. However, it doesn't grant them any wishes. They just wish to never encounter it. Ever.